Yeah, so I'm not even gonna like save this towards like the end of the video or anything. I'm just gonna just jump straight to the point real quick and just give my little opinion on what I think of this new Marvel Legends 2 pack that was announced today. I'm gonna say it's okay. It's not the best, could be a little better, but besides that, I'm not too upset about it. Is it the worst 2 pack ever, in the lineup? No. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, a while back, I want to say, maybe a month ago or two. I can't say exactly how long it was. Hasbro announced that they were going to be making Franklin Richards. He's supposed to be the son of Mr. Fantastic and Invincible Woman, basically from Fantastic Four. So, obviously, it's pretty interesting that this character, in particular, hasn't gotten any figures in the past or anything. This is basically not their first time. I remember during the era of Toy Biz when they were doing a lot of those like those I don't know, those box sets where it would come like maybe 4 or 5 characters, and I remember he was part of it, but I don't know. It's like, how do I describe it? He seems more like a statue than anything else because that's the version where he's just a little boy, but in this one he's like I guess a teenager or so. But you see, because this was announced a little while ago, at the same time, there was also like little teases that they were also going to make his sister as well, and that it was going to end up being a 2 pack. So I was thinking, okay, so let me hold off on making this video and wait till they fully revealed the whole thing so I could give my honest opinion. And oh boy, this whole thing turned south. I was not expecting to see like the outrage, literally all the craziness that has gone throughout the reveal of this 2 pack, because holy crap, nobody is happy. Usually, don't get me wrong, usually you'll get most comments that are negative being like, oh, they just reuse the same sculpts, oh, this looks terrible. And then it's like you'll get like some comments where they're like, oh, it's pretty decent, I'm glad to put it in my collection. No, this was not it. But there is some things that I had to kind of talk about because I do feel like that I don't want to say it's serious, but I feel like now, and don't get me wrong, it's been like this for a while, but now I feel like just generally now we're at that point where like just anything Marvel Legends related, it just gets so much negativity and hate, and it's like, hmm. And honestly, it's gone from that to like where now people that actually do like these figures, now they get like hate on, and then they get like a whole ton of crap on them. And you know what? And I'm gonna say this too. Ever since YouTube put that new rule that you can't be cursing and all that at the beginning of your videos, that is so stupid. But I think now I think now I don't have to hold back because I'm just gonna say it. This whole thing is just really stupid. It's shitty, and I'm gonna explain why. So here is this is what the 2 packs look like: the Franklin Richards and Valerie Richards. So this was the reveal that they showed off today on Hasbro's official Instagram account. I mean, not just on their Instagram, but that's usually where I'm at most of the time. I don't have Twitter. Well, especially with that whole situation with Elon Musk. I don't think you want Twitter right now, but I'm just saying, so yeah, they reveal. And yeah, I get it. The obvious thing to point out is that the figures, they're just reusing body molds. Franklin, he reuses the same body mold from the Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man figure, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because obviously that version of Spider-Man is supposed to be like a young, like teenage guy or whatever, so he's somewhat on the shorter side, which is fine. But one of the things is that that particular figure of Spider-Man came with like webs that you could put under his arm. So because of that, those holes are present in the figure, which yeah, that's probably not a good idea. They probably should have looked over that before releasing the figure. And then, of course, with Valerie, she just reuses the same female body mold that we've seen 100 times. So, yeah, not the greatest set. I understand. The point I'm trying to make is that a lot of the negativity surrounding this 2 pack, I kind of agree with it. I just think people went way too far because, like I say, it's gone from that to now, if you even like this set, all prepared to get bombarded. Like, oh my God. I hate that now we kind of live with that stigma, especially with Hasbro Marvel Legends, because Hasbro has not had a good track record for the last couple of months. It all started when they've decided to get rid of their plastic boxes, like with their figures. So now, whenever you go out and you buy a new Marvel Legends figure, now it's going to come in just the windowless packaging, which is just like a box. And of course, if you buy it, you don't know if the actual figure is in there. You don't know. And plus, a lot of people don't like the boxes. And a lot of people, they just want the plastic ones back, which is understandable. And the boxed ones, they're not even bad, but you can't really keep them, because they could get very easily damaged. So I'm just saying. And then there was the HasLab situation with their Ghost Rider, and I'm not even gonna touch that, because that shit died. I mean, there's no longer any progress on that. It was a failed project, obviously, because of the price they were going for. They wanted basically $350, probably even more than that, for a Ghost Rider figure, not with his motorcycle, but with his fancy car, because this is the Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider. So, and then of course we got like these new upcoming waves, like with the X generation figures, the Chode, um I hope I'm saying that name right. The Chode build a figure, and it's like pretty much nobody's happy. And it's like you see so many people being like, oh, I'm just gonna switch over to Mayfex, whatever. And it's like, yeah, it's just an opinion. Big deal, right? Because like I say, I don't really care. And like I say, I kind of agree with why people will be upset. Like I said for the 100th time, I just think they go way too far. So I'm just gonna read you the beautiful, magnificent comments. And I did post this in my community post tab, whatever you call it. I don't know what you call it. And and I did post like what people were saying. I do apologize that I had to block the names, because I don't want to like dox anyone. I don't mean like any uh malicious intent with these people. They can have their opinions all they want. That's fine. If you don't like what they're doing, something wrong with that. That's fine. Nobody has to like everything that Hasbro puts out. I most certainly don't. All right. You think I'm gonna collect every single Marvel Legends figure that comes out? Come on now, that'd be madness. That's why I can never really get into them to begin with, because most of the characters I didn't really know up until now. Obviously, now most of the characters I'm aware of and I read the comics, but still, you don't gotta buy every single figure that Hasbro puts out there, especially with Marvel Legends. I'm just saying, but people have gone like way too crazy. And some of these comments range from not too bad to just, oof, that gotta hurt. So I'm gonna read. Excellence. More money I don't have to spend. Hasbro L. Update the female bodies. More range in the torso and the ab crunch. Okay, yeah, like I say, that's fine. Easy pass. Yeah, that's fine. Single jointed elbows. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. That's a pretty petty comment. That's not a big deal, right? See you in the clearance section. Oof. And the cost north of $70, which, yeah, that's kind of the thing with the pricing too. They seem to be pretty random, especially with like depending on the characters and stuff like that. Also, Ultraman fan, what's up? I see your little comment. Oh yes, minimal effort. And if it was just his 2-pack, I'd be like, okay, fine. But it's like, don't get me wrong, you've seen these comments a lot with other figures as well, and I'll go over that in a little bit. Typical Marvel Legends team, minimal effort. And I'm like, let me see. And then next, come on, swipe. Okay, sweet. A bunch of reused parts for a 2-pack that's gonna cost $70. Where are people getting $70 from? Is that how much it really costs? Oops, sorry, I got a notification. I don't know if you heard that. Yo, y'all tripping. Ooh, pass. Exactly the versions nobody asked for. And it was this comment in particular where I was like, but you do realize the thing with Hasbro, they'll make figures based off of any Marvel Legends character, and I mean any. So if you don't get the versions that you don't want, you're gonna get them eventually, no matter what, because the amount of different Iron Mans, different Thors, Captain America, there's always something for everyone. That's the point that I'm trying to get out here. So that particular comment, I was kind of confused, because I was like, I mean, I get it, maybe this set was like was like a missed opportunity, because they could have easily like, because Franklin Richards, he's supposed to have blonde hair instead of black hair, but there is some versions of him where he does have black hair. But apparently, in the comic books, he actually dyed it like that. So that's just how it is. It's supposed to be comic book accurate, but it's the thing is though, it's technically it is a comic book accurate figure, but nobody still likes it. So it's like, okay, how do we satisfy you? I'm just saying, before I move on, let me look at the comments. Finally got Ultraman, Trigger, and Thunder Goro. Do you Ultraman Gazer and Ultraman Blazer are based on Guy and not Ghoul? Actually, I haven't been caught up with Ultraman in a while, so I'll definitely look into that after this because I gotta keep talking about this situation. How do you guys give Franklin Richards of all people the AF-15 mold, but then give Valerie the old female body mold? And I don't know. Look, the sizing. Listen, I don't know how tall the characters are supposed to be, so that I'm not even gonna comment on. Uh, Disappointing. Ooh. No double jointed elbows or ab crunch. Hasbro, come on, dog. Yo, at Hasbro, it's looking like the people are telling you your figs are starting to suck and they are tired of it. Pull up and get things right. Give us Windows back and make the price we are paying worth it. That pricing thing though, it's kind of scary because it's like I'm not I don't know, because of the whole inflation situation that's kind of going on with the world. Everything has gone up, so I don't even know if they can really change that. I have no idea. Yeah, it's their decision as to what they price up and stuff. But I'm just saying I don't know how to fix that. But oh boy, there's this. And don't get me wrong, those comments I just read to you, that's nothing. Like that's not even like something to really get worked up over. It's like, oh man, wait until I read you the actual ones that people got pretty upset about. So honestly, if you want to look at these, all you just got to do is just go to the Hasbro's official Instagram account. I don't know how it's like on their Twitter. I have no idea, and I'm not even gonna touch that because I don't have Twitter. I don't plan on having it, and as long as Elon Musk is in charge of that, yeah, no, I don't want Twitter. Surprisingly, the comment section hasn't grown. It's still the same. Let me see. Ooh, let me see. Yep, see in the clearance section. What a joke. Yeah, I'm still seeing most of the same ones. So maybe I could find the one. Oh, this one we got. This couple of them I gotta talk about. Uh, it's time for us to do a Kickstarter for the fans. We all get 3D printers and show them how to make toys again. Okay. There's no way I'll be buying anything Marvel for my kids at this point, and I've been a loyal nerd since the 80s. But like, what does your kids got to do with it though? Hold up. What if they like it? I'm confused. You don't have to like it. My dad doesn't like every single figure I buy. My mother, she could, care less. She's kind of you do what you want with your money, whatever. I'm just saying. Y'all got enough of my allowance growing up. And on this next one, this next one. This one got a lot of replies too. I'm gonna read it. This guy, he must really hate Hasbro because his profile picture is literally like the Hasbro logo, but instead of the words Hasbro, it's just a giant middle finger. So let's read. Until you stop giving us embarrassing comic figures with almost no new tooling, I am not pre-ordering a thing. So incredibly tired of every MCU turd fully tooled while comic fans get screwed. The people making these decisions are lost. And I'm curious to what the replies are saying. This one guy is like, this has become your whole personality, hasn't it? I mean, your profile picture says a lot. I'm just saying, I mean, maybe you're a nice guy, but I don't know. And then this guy replied, what are you referring to? Expecting more from a billion-dollar corporation instead of blindly throwing money at them for whatever repaint they've crapped out? So you see, this is what upsets me a lot, really, is that then people like these begin to attack other people. And this is where I kind of draw the line with this situation, where you can have any opinion you want, but I'm just saying, don't get upset with people that actually like this stuff. It's none of your business what they spend their money on. And trust me, I've seen that a lot, not just on here, but even on YouTube. But I'll get onto that in a minute. I'm curious to what these people are, and the other guy replied, no, just whining like that billion-dollar company cares. They will not be listening to us, man. Put on your big boy pants and get over it. Some random guy replied, so you're the bend over and take it kind of guy. And then the other guy is like, bold assumption, shock of all shocks. I actually agree with Hasbro's quality issues. I just think crying about it in the comment section like a hymen was broken isn't going to do anything. And you know what? It's true. It's true. If you're really upset with what these companies are doing, if you want to give them your feedback, That's perfectly fine. It is in your right to complain about this, and at least do it in a professional manner, because just ranting on and going this tirade, it's true, they're not going to listen to you if you just go crazy like that. And companies, they don't listen to you when you do that, because the moment you start like blabbering, you start cursing them out, of course they're not going to listen to you. Are you kidding me? Right? Of course not. I can only imagine the people that got upset about the Bucky Cat molds that they kept reusing. And eventually, they were aware that because that figure's body mold has been used so many times, obviously they suggested finally, getting rid of it. You might see a couple of new figures with that same mold, but at the same time, they do listen. They're not idiots. So the only way to really, make them understand our feedback is that we need to complain, but in a way that it won't seem so derogatory. We had to, give our opinions in a way where it just doesn't seem like that we're just like, how do I say it? Like just like being acting like little kids. You know what I mean? So let's see, because now I'm curious to how this anime is gonna end. Let's keep reading. So you agree Hasbro has bad quality, but you can't wrap your head around why someone would comment their frustrations on Hasbro's Instagram? Doesn't make sense to me. Takes 30 seconds to make a comment. Not that deep, bro. Okay. And the middle finger Hasbro dude actually agreed with the other guy. You're totally right. Saying nothing and accusing those complaining of having female. Wait a minute. Wait. This took a turn. I don't know if I can I continue reading this? Am I gonna get in trouble by YouTube if I keep reading? I don't know, because now this guy's saying some weird shit. Let me see. Oh god, intelligence of masculine. Oh Jesus Christ, mindless nonsense. So potent, I can smell it from here. What? And I can't read it because it's. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. This is what I was worried about. These comments, man. I knew it was gonna get. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna read it. Forget it. You're totally right. Saying nothing and accusing those complaining about having female genitalia is by far the manlier way to go. In all of your intelligence and masculinity and testosterone emanating from your mindless nonsense and so potent, I could smell it from here. You could tell that this guy is a smartass. You could tell, because it's like he think he sounds big because he's using big words, but he really isn't. Uh, I'm sorry you seen this guy. This took more than 30 seconds. It's his brand and his life, and it also takes 30 seconds to realize this does nothing but make you look like a toddler. You want it to change? Make it happen and stop bitching. Ooh. You see what I mean now? You see how personal this is all getting right now? And question mark, your brand and your life is making toy TikToks, and you want to call someone out for being a toddler that's rich from you. Continue to meet right Hasbro and look at Instagram models, bro. You obviously know how to live life. You see this again, it's like now this is what I'm talking about here. Now people just attacking each other like crazy. So it's like at this point, it's not even about the figure. Now people are just literally attacking each other just because of like their accounts and stuff like that. That upsets me, because it's like it feels you can't really have an opinion without getting attacked and all that. And you probably, you're like, Josh, it's the internet, get over it, stupid baby. And it's like, no, because it's like you shouldn't be, crapped on for having just an opinion like that, whether you like it or not, or even if you agree that the company has some standards that you might not agree with, it's like, whatever happens to just talking, you know what I mean? Just talking about it, and it's like, no. And you clearly saw that the guy took it personal. He's like, oh, you just made toys shit on your TikTok. And I'm like, how do we get to this point though, where now we're just attacking each other just because? It generally makes me upset. And as you saw from the title of the video, it's like just talking about Marvel Legends. It's like, I don't know, it just doesn't really seem fun anymore. Mind you, I actually do have some toy reviews ready of some Marvel Legends figures. I can put them out right now if I want to. I can't really do that because I don't know what type of reception I'm going to get, And it's like I shouldn't have to think or get worried that if I'm going to get doxxed or anything like that, because, listen, I've said it a bunch of times in my videos. I live in Connecticut, so I'm just going to say it. Someone's going to find out where I live eventually. I hope not, but I'm just saying. Before I say my final thoughts, what are you guys saying in the comments? I need more info on TMNT's Mutant Mayhem. Funny that you say that because I actually do plan on talking about that at some point. But let me say my final thoughts because you people are so childish, honestly, and it's like you know everything about this, it's just ridiculous. So all I'm gonna say really is that if you like two-pack, you like it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. If you want to complain, if you want big changes, yeah, you could definitely give Hasbro some feedback. Let them know that we don't want stuff like this, but you can't really be acting out like that, like in that way that I just showed you online. And mind you, this isn't fake. This is all real on their Instagram account. So just thought I let you know just in case, anyone comes to question me. I don't understand. I really don't, you know. Oh, this is dog shit. My favorite. Ooh. Yeah, because I don't remember if I ever really talked about it. I'm not sure if this was during one of my streams where I was having like some technical issues and whatever. I know in one of them I was talking about how there was this YouTube channel that was like super dedicated to just Marvel Legends. They got like a Daredevil figure, which I guess was some sort of exclusive. And then you got like this one person complaining about how, shitty it is, how it's whatever, start kind of ranting on. And it's like, it really isn't that much of a big deal. It's like this person was clearly going overboard, and then eventually it got personal. So it's like, yikes! You can't even collect toys right without people like that. You could just ignore them. Obviously, that's always the smart thing to do. But obviously, in this situation, it's kind of hard because this is a company that's giving us products, and of course, they need feedback on the product. But we can't just be like, "No, I'm switching over to Mayfix," whatever. And it's like, we can't be like that. We need to let them know what sort of negative feedback they're getting, but not like this. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. I hope I don't have to make another video like this because I really didn't want to talk about this, because it's just off. It's just really weird. And in case you're wondering, yes, I did fix my shelf in the background, so now it's slightly different. So yeah, I think this video has gone on long enough. It's not really going anywhere. Just me blabbering about the same thing over and over again about freaking toys. You can't even enjoy the hobby right sometimes. It's so sad. So, like I say, hopefully I will be able to pump out those videos, toy reviews, because I know I've been, in this situation, it's different. I've been just flat out hesitating to release them. So let's see what happens. So until then, uh, hope you guys at least stay safe out there, as always. And subscribe, if you want to subscribe, like the video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it. Do you agree that the hate towards like Hasbro and their Marvel Legends has gone maybe a little bit way too far? Do you actually agree with these people? Are you one of those people, that kind of like to throw shit and all that, but like not in the kind of haha way, but kind of in the whoa, bro, hold up kind of way? Yeah, so that's about it. See ya. I'm done.